Alright.
Alright, yep.
So today on NewbieVeT, got a special guest.
Yep.
It's Mr. New Money.
Yep. New Money in the building. Y'all know what's up.
What's going on, King?
Same old, man. Getting to it, man. Making it happen.
Making it happen, brother.
Moving and grooving, man.
Okay. First time on NewbieVeT.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Glad to be here, man. You know, first time experience. So let's get to it.
Let's get to it, okay. Alright, so New Money, first off, let's get into the name New Money.
Yeah.
What made you come up with New Money? And the way it's spelled, it ain't spelled like everybody think it's spelled.
Nah, it's spelled with a K for y'all don't know. It's K-N-E-W. So the name was just to differentiate, and also from my childhood growing up to everybody, needing some money, not having some money. So my concept is sometimes you know money, so either new money at one point, or you know money now. So and any money you get that you didn't have before, it's new money. So that's the concept. So the K I just had to kind of, I was almost on some Birdman. I was just like put some respect on my name, so the K was just kind of made it special. So
right,
that's
okay.
That's what everybody knows it from. So
yeah, that's dope. Yeah, when I first seen it, I said, okay, that's a unique way of spelling it and stuff like that. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. So you originally born from Augusta,
Georgia, Sand Hill. Everybody know Hilltop. AG 706.
what hospital?
Man, MCG, man.
MCG. Okay. So what neighborhood you grew up in?
Like I said, man, I'm from the Hill, Sand Hill. Everybody know from Gardner, Joy, Hazel Street, 26 block, 27 block, so, yeah.
What was it like growing up for you?
It was, it's like having that other side of the pillow. Like, I'm adopted. For a lot of people that don't know, I'm adopted. But I'm like in family adopted. My auntie kind of married a Thomas, so she had last name Ruffin, my last name was Ruffin, so put that together, you got Ruffin Thomas. So that's where my government come from. It was all right, man. Like, I ain't tripped, I ran with the punches, lost little boys, 3 kids, 3 siblings. We just, home hopping. Then we ran into the hill. My auntie them stayed there. They still up there to this day. So we talking over 40, 50 years on the hill. So it's like I said, the other side of the pillow is like knowing somebody to offer you a better opportunity, a good life. But you lost in the world. You see, hey, which way to go? Go left, go right. I could walk down my street and turn into the hood real quick. My street might look like the Galleria though. But I'm doing this. I'm going. I'm getting into the trenches. So that's pretty much what it was growing up. Trying to keep steering left and right.
You was in the trenches young.
Yeah. I've been.
How old you were when you like jumped off the porch?
Probably like 14, 15.
So yeah, you were young.
Yeah, I started. Shouts out to siblings and sisters. Older sisters. They get you in trouble. So
right.
I kind of jumped off, seen some shit, seen some things. So.
What's the first time? How old you was? First time you got in trouble?
My first time technically in trouble was 15, sneaking out the house, knowing I was goddamn, I think I smelled like weed or something, so I was trying to smoke my first time, kind of got caught up with that. Then they found out I was in and out of the house, so that was kind of my first time getting in trouble, about 15.
15. Okay. So in school, so you mostly, was you in school a lot?
Yeah, I stayed in school now. Now that was the hard parenting of the like I said, my auntie and my uncle.
Right.
That's what they were biggest thing was staying in school, make sure I walked across that stage. And so I wasn't terrible in school. I just wasn't doing the right, just wasn't making the right move.
Yeah. Your head wasn't there for far. Your head space, meaning like you're smart enough to do it if your head was there.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't get. They feel like, well, if you don't have straight A's in school, you're not trying, you're not smart. It's like, no, I'm very smart. This doesn't excite me.
Yeah. So
so
and when I put my energy into it, then the teacher, some of the teachers like, oh, okay, woo.
Yeah.
But then when I lose track, like I say, whether as my parents say, your friends ain't your friends, and however it went. But I was still in between both and still trying to do as they say and still trying to make them, appease them and broke off their stage and graduate. And some things, go to the wayside. Some things, you pick up.
Right. So how old were you caught that charge where you had to do some time?
I just turned 17. It was 2005, August 17th. I can't remember. You'll be surprised. So I was 17. Really, I was dipping and dabbling, as they call them these days. For people who don't know, they call B&Es, breaking and enters, burglars, whatever.
Right.
Dipping out on the corners of the streets, hustling in and out houses and on the block doing other stuff, making money, beating up people, bullying. Like, it was rough. It was terrible. But at 16, 17, because I was adult at 17. So when I first turned 17, they was just like, welcome to the real world. Kind of got caught up. Guy snitched on me, kind of said we did this and we did, because they didn't have nothing on me.
Right.
I slept, lied. They came back saying he said this and pulled out this, and I can't fight my name. I can't fight saying this my name and he went. So that's kind of how I really caught the charge.
Right.
I really did time for somebody.
Right.
Snitching on me.
Right. And then on top of that, a lot of people don't understand too, just because a lot of us get bam young with the charges, a lot of us don't have money to fight them charges either.
Yeah,
because them lawyers tax.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. My people told me that I was gonna sit in there for a second. They could have did all that, but they did give me a lawyer to help reduce my case. Cause a lot of stuff that I didn't admit to, they was trying to like throw it as in. I had 23 charges, so they were just trying to put whatever was going on. They tried to put it all on me.
Damn.
And the co-defendant didn't want to take no charges. I found out that through
the co-defendant had no charges.
He had 2 charges.
Two to your 23?
Yeah, he had like grand theft and some other stuff. But he pointed the gun and everything else on me.
Right.
And me being me, I was like, run it. Come on with it.
Oh, you wild.
And they was looking at my parents. They was like, why?
Why you just lit back then?
Yeah, they were like, you don't. We used to steal guns. We used to try to sell product. If you didn't show up on time or whatever, we gonna beat you up.
Right.
If you didn't buy right, we gonna beat you up. Like we was kind of terrible. Shouts out to them. They know where y'all.
So yeah, y'all some rock stars back then.
Shout out Savage, man.
So
New York, my nigga Boo, Duke. Oh y'all.
So let me ask you a question. All right, so compared to because obviously you had a wild. We're gonna get back to your time and stuff, but obviously you had a wild lifestyle growing up. So looking back at retrospect at your the past and looking at how today's are with kids your age at that time, do you think it got worse, or do you think it's kind of the same?
I think it's the aspect of now we call them YNs and young niggas.
Right.
We was already wild and young niggas back in the day, but now they just extra label between society and entertainment value. Everybody got a label now, so now we just call them YNs. To me, it's just if you're in it, you're thinking you're not seeing the terrible because you're causing it. When you're on the outside, you can see how much damage or whatever's going on and be able to say it's terrible. Me, I'm on the outside right now. So I would say it's terrible. And it's always been that this is, I think, that generation that everybody was talking about.
Right.
It's not quite when you're like 27, 28 and up. It's that generation of being 23 to 18 to 25 right now. So that's where we at right now. And I just think it's a toss-up with me because I try to stay out the way. So I ain't even, I paid attention, but I streets talk.
Streets talk. Right. I totally feel you. I say on that topic, I say that to me, I feel like it's kind of the same. It's the same cycle. It's just that it's more resources now. We live in more in a better time.
Better time, more technology.
More technology. You got to think marijuana is legal in certain states.
And I know we close to the similar age. We used to get ridiculed for smoking and having weed. So now we like,
now it's like y'all getting this is cool. So it's like it's a lot of things that's changed, and I just feel like the reason that it's so bad to the world now that a lot of the younger getting out of control is because of technology and the fact that everybody has a phone. Everybody underage has a phone. So everybody that's over the age has a phone. And so now you're seeing more people voicing and showing their sides. Like, you got to think, us growing up, we couldn't see all the ignorance and the stuff at younger kids our age doing. Because even on MySpace and all that other stuff, like, you can only, you feel me? So you can only do so much.
Yeah. Y'all tune in for this one, MySpace. Okay.
Yeah, you feel me? So there's only so much you could do on MySpace. So, but now we're living in the technology where it's like we can make a prank where we could push an old lady down and start doing a dance over her and run, and then have people following that.
Right. Now, like back then, we do that back then. Somebody auntie, somebody uncle, somebody gonna be on our top for that.
What?
Now
Now
it's a prank.
It's a prank.
Now, so it's totally
totally different. Right.
Like you see those pranks that where the people like trying people in neighborhoods where they going around with fake jewelry, fake money, or talking crazy to somebody. You want to fade.
Yeah.
You can't talk to everybody like that because it ain't gonna go right. You want to create views and get likes and clicks. You gonna get more than some likes and clicks.
Yeah.
So you can't play with everybody like that.
You gonna get likes and clicks, all right. You'll get a lot of them.
Yeah, like I don't see it, so it's like you can't play with. Like I don't let people play with me to a certain aspect. So.
Facts. So, going back to when you caught that charge at 17. So you told me that they gave you had to serve 3.
Yeah, they gave me a 6-3 deal on the count. I was finna fight the whole 23 on. Like I said, I couldn't necessarily beat the paperwork. I was just gonna slick cop out to what was on paper, not that big. This is what y'all told me. He said, and I take this. So now it was just like fans like lawyer cost this much, whoop, and then they came with a deal. So I 6-3. So
yeah. So being 17. I know that was kind of rough for you at first, getting adjusted to that, because it ain't the fact about you being scared, it's the fact about your freedom being taken away for an amount of time. And it's like now you're being forced to be in a situation you don't want to be in. You're young, and it's like, man, so now I got to watch myself around these people, figure out who I can trust in here, because you can't really trust that many people in there.
No, not by a long shot.
By a long shot. So you have to mostly keep to yourself, but also make friends at the same time.
Yeah,
which is crazy, right?
Yeah, that's difficult.
It's difficult, yeah.
It's difficult because you don't know exactly who to trust. And this almost go back to saying you either the OGs in jail or the old heads in jail. They call more old heads in jail. But it's just like you would rather run into one of them than try to mingle in with whatever you feel like is your crowd of people.
Gotcha.
Because they're the ones that's a little older, they're more solitude, they're more isolated, but they could also give you, hey, you see them over there? Stay away from them. If you ain't trying to
give you heads up. So you tell anybody that's young, though, anybody that got in trouble recently or something, like, your advice would be like, go in.
Isolate yourself.
Somebody
gonna ask you a question, but just isolate. I'm here for, that's the standard question.
Right.
And you go about your business. You stay. Now, if you see a familiar face from the streets, that might change your whole perspective, though.
Why you say that?
Because it could be a homie, or it could just be a face from the streets. If it's your homie, and you know what type of time he was on while y'all in here, you might switch your whole MO.
Yeah, gotcha. Your chest is up now.
Boom. So, but if it's just a pot, maybe it's just a regular pot from an everyday pot from the street, you might, what's up, bro? Woo. And you might just check on him. Y'all ain't kicking it.
Yeah.
But you just, hey, what's up, bro? You rather
build with him because he's a familiar face.
Boom.
Gotcha.
So, because if you do anything from experience, it's gonna go left.
Yeah.
From experience, I done sat down and hear people talk. Bro, you want me to? I'm finna. Oh, time for me to goddamn.
Dang, they just give you heads up.
No, they saying it out loud. What's finna like?
Oh, yeah, they giving you heads up.
Ain't no heads up. They telling it out loud. Like, bro, I'm finna go hit him. They ain't talking to me. They just talking out loud.
Right.
But they might be talking to somebody else.
Right.
But they letting them know I'm just in that area.
Yeah.
But it's time for me to get the hell on.
Yeah, but that was saying. That was something like, hypothetically, they giving you a heads up.
Hypothetically,
yeah. So it's like, so okay, I don't want to be around this situation. Yeah. But so what lesson have you learned being in that experience for those 3 years?
I was almost waiting on that question because when I went, it wasn't that I was afraid to go, like you said. It wasn't that bad. It was like making an adjustment. Because when I got in, I was still on that, man, I was really mad that I was in there first. So then I'm like, once I got in the system where I had to lay up with people and all these guys, and we called them hard legs or whatever.
Right.
It was like, who to trust, what's going on. So once I start adjusting, it was like the lesson I've learned: stay to yourself. If you can make you some change on the side, keep that to yourself. Better yourself in there. It's plenty of opportunities in there to better yourself in there. If you messed up on the streets, it's a way to be, whether you get somebody teach you how to read, whether you attend church, whether your faith is different, whether you educate yourself, whether you physically get yourself together, because it's rehabilitation, right. So correctional facility. So the name in itself gives you a chance in itself. It's not all what you see on TV or people getting beat up, whatever, somebody getting phone checked. It ain't all that. Right. You can also make the best out of it. And just try not to get in everybody's way. Just stay in your own lane. That's the best thing growing out of it. Facts. But like I said, when I got in there, I did not want to be in there away from my daughter. So that was the biggest thing. Once I realized, my daughter was like 6 months. So once that clicked in, like where I was and
you can't defend her.
I can't do nothing. Like she got to come see me through the glass window. So that's what brought my time into reality perspective. Gotcha. So then when I even got a no cap. My baby mama, she know. They said on the back of a note, it's either us or the streets. So it's picture of my baby. Right. And the note said, "Hey, us or the streets." So it should bring that shit back in focus. So I say, if you on the streets, stay right. Right. If you think about doing something else, you see it's gonna lead you to jail or death, as they say.
Right. And it's crazy, King, because it's like you would think we living in 2025. You would think that there's all this movies, technology, the internet, YouTube, Tubi, Netflix, all this stuff, right? Yeah. We done seen so many movies about the streets, how they always end, how they start, the middle, and the end. We always see, you can name a bunch of movies. Right. Every hood movie doesn't have a happy ending. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Every street hood movie doesn't have a happy ending. Like you can't tell me one movie that has a happy. They be like, well, South Central. I said, well, if you
watch the whole ending, they show them niggas disappearing and dying off, right? Right. So that ain't no happy ending. Right.
So it's like, so reason being is like you would think that the youth now would figure out some type of way, like, okay, this street life ain't working. Because it doesn't have a long life expectancy behind it, because it's either street or the grave. Mm-hmm. It's either jail or the grave. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only two things you gonna get out the streets.
And not to deter you from that, but guess what happened to the co-defendant? He went back on the same shit, and rest his soul, he wasn't going back to jail. So what you think happened? He got caught up doing the same shit. So instead of like saying "come get me," it was more like "come get me."
Come get me. So he just went out crazy. Yeah. So. But that's what I'm saying. But it's I think you could preach, or you could sit here and preach, or Martin Luther King, everybody that did all this preaching, preaching the world. But I think at the end of the day, it's just the mentality of the youth, or just the mentality of someone's young. Mm-hmm. Because that's no different than us going through our, stuff that we went through as young adults. Right. And we didn't pay attention to our elders and stuff. No. You get what I'm saying? Because we wanted to experience the grown stuff young. Yeah. So it's the same way now. It's just that we're getting a lot older and we realize the consequences of what we used to do. So we're like, hell no, I'm not going behind those gates behind this.
Yeah. The first thing we're going to say, we're going to try to stay up and stay out the way.
Stay out the way. Because we done went through the experience. So I look at with the younger adults, they haven't went through enough experience yet. It's like they doing a lot of street stuff and they're getting away with it. Or they getting a pat on the wrist. But when they hit about 20... Okay, let me ask you this question. How old do you think a young man... Because this goes to the interview that I had with Mo Love just a few minutes ago. Shout out Mo Love.
Right. Shout out to Mo Love. Yeah.
So, how old do you think an OG for a guy should be? And what do you consider an OG?
45.
Okay.
If he's pushing 60, now the definition to me is they say original gangster, right? Right. Now, even original gangsters, that means he taught somebody something. That's why he's an OG. He's the leader. He's the head. Okay, right. Cool. but like you said, teaching, leading, whatever.
Right.
So I say, to me, at the age of 45, because you've experienced a lot, like you went through a lot. Now, to bring in what both we talking about the young niggas, aka the YNs, it's not enough of the 45, 50-year-olds saying, hey, bro,
hey, chill that out.
Hey, bro, y'all get off the block, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all find y'all something better to do.
Right.
I'm talking about from community store to, like you said, you can walk around the corner and see 4 YNs, and then some old head say, hey, bro, that's not a good look for the business. Y'all get away from here.
Right.
Oh, maybe run to a sit down, end up with a sit down almost, or a little talk. Hey, bro, what y'all do? It's Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, y'all supposed to be in school. Like, there's not no checking on. Like, if you see a young nigga, a young man, young girl run the street at a certain time, you old enough to say something to her. Hey, where your parents at? What you doing?
What you doing out here?
At 16, 17, that's what we kind of went through at 15, 16, 17.
Right.
But we were bucking the system.
Right.
They just out here.
Right.
We ran into one a few nights ago, say, at the club, 12 o'clock at night. Oh, he tall, but we don't know his age. He tall. He finally get talking to him. Man, I'm 17. Bro, what you doing out here?
How the hell you doing?
It's 12 o'clock at midnight.
What?
Tomorrow Sunday. Where your mom at?
What?
Who you stay with? So he ain't got. I'm out here. I'm thugging. But we smart enough to say, bro, this ain't what we said. This ain't it. We tell him quick, this street life ain't it.
At all.
He was the only one. But at the same time, as it's 3, 5 of us, we adults. What you doing out here, bro? And get what happened? He had to get it. You know what I mean? Because we ain't finna allow that.
Right.
But there's none of that enforced now. So that's where I'm at with that. That's why so many and so much.
Right.
These YNs get a lot of freedom, or young girls get a lot of freedom.
Right.
And pats on the wrist. So.
Right. I totally agree. And I think the reason that silence comes, it came because, for one, it's like you have a lot of adults that have bad kids or have kids that do things.
Yeah.
And the adults will, instead of chastising the kid, be like, yo, do this, they take up for the kid.
Right.
Well, what did you do to piss my daughter off? Because I know my daughter. Or I know my son. He wouldn't just hit your son in the face for nothing.
Yeah.
What your son said to him.
Yeah.
It's like, instead of correcting the child, don't put your hand on nobody. If they put their hands on you, then you do your thing. Because that's how we were raised. Right. Like, if somebody put their hands on you, you hit them back. Don't let nobody bully you, which a lot of our parents at school was on some bullshit, because as soon as you fight, they getting on your ass because you fighting in school. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, well, go and tell the principal. Okay, now you want me to go and tell the principal, and I got to go to school being a snitch that I'm going to tell on people. I'm really finna get bullied. You know what I'm saying? Even more.
Yeah, because y'all ain't going to do nothing but tell.
Y'all ain't going to tell. Now I'm finna get picked on. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, he ain't gonna do but tell the principal. You know what I'm saying? He gonna tell. So it's like, and I think it translates from high school. Like, even a lot of these young killers in the streets, a lot of that translate from beefs and old rivalries in high school. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? That just in the neighborhoods, they know a lot of people in the neighborhoods. They got cliques and family members and the whole nine. But a lot of these shootings and traps and gangs is basically start from just high school people. They don't like each other, and it always circulate around a woman for some reason. Majority of them.
It's a lot of, in high school, from my experience, I've been through a little bit of the in-school gang activity type shit. So in my experience, sometimes it ain't always the woman, but it being the woman be like 3/4. The other half is guys, mainly guys. They don't want to be the. But you got it. Nobody want to be like, you got it. Right. You know what I mean? No, bro. Bro, trust me, it ain't that serious. My fault. If whatever. Now, if it go there, it go there. If it's supposed to go there, it's supposed to go there. Right. But not if it's an opportunity for you. Nah, bro, you straight. My bad, bro. Right. You know what? You right. That was me. Right. Go ahead, bro.
Then you got some relationships where the female will chastise it. The guy will be quiet. And she's popping off.
Yeah.
You gonna put your hand on him? You gonna let him talk to me like that?
Yeah. See, maybe in our era, we was like, "Shout, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
You gotta chill." You got to chill.
You gotta pipe down, because I'm not supposed to be doing this for you. Just like you see what I'm saying? How this sounds?
Right.
You want me to prove a point for you or something?
Right.
Like, no, that's not what I do.
Right.
If he did something to you real out of pocket, he done grab that, you know what I mean, or something. Just, hey, girl.
Yeah. Right.
Like, tell me, and then I handle it accordingly.
Facts.
But if you out there popping, thinking you big shit popping, I'm not taking up for that.
Yeah, facts. So and I think that also. I think a lot of us have to be accountable even with adulthood, because the young crowd, they look up to the older crowd.
Right.
So they mimic everything that we do. You gotta think, you got a 15-year-old girl that dressed like she's 28.
Right.
30. Like if like I'm going to my daughter's prom, I mean her graduation her prom. Bro, you see some of these young high school girls, like, they wearing lingerie.
Yeah.
Like, for prom's material and stuff, like, they want to have that mature look so fast.
So early.
I even had to tell my daughter because, like I was telling her, like, it's a prom, mama. For one, you don't, it's not, what they call that?
It's not a party. It's not a gathering.
It's not a masquerade ball. It's not one of those type of things.
Yeah.
So it's like she wanted this like little this dress that she wanted to order, but it was like having her back out, show like a little bit of the cleavage, the whole nine and stuff. Yeah. I'm like, as a father, no. The mom or the auntie and all them, girl, they look good on him. I'm on her. I'm like, no. But as a father, we don't want to see our daughter at a young age, especially when I know how the world is set up, and then especially they pretty, okaying that.
No, we can't okay.
No, we can't okay.
We can't okay. See, I'm with you on that because how I feel as a parent, as a father, it ended up like when you see them wanting to try to be that mature person, we finna cut that short right there. See, I caught you. I ain't saying the last time you had your shorts were a little short last time.
Right.
You had your little halter top on. I get it, understand. All right.
Right.
But then, like you said, when the ball time comes or the formal and you have to try to put on some clothes, that's what you choose.
Right.
So that means that means you trying a little bit.
Right.
So yeah, we gonna nip that in the bud right there.
Right. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, like, because there's some kids that parents can have that mature conversation with them, and they're okay to wear what they want to wear because they have they know responsibility and they trust their kids.
Yeah. But you say some women built different, some young girls built different, right? So you can't help it all the time,
right? And so it's like no matter what they wear, whether they got big boobs or whatever, it's gonna show.
Right.
It's gonna regardless of what. So they can wear a dress formal or whatever, and guys still be like, golly, boy, they broke through the shirt. Like they gonna say something.
Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah.
So it's like at the end of the day, I feel like it's a yin and a yang with that. It's like it's not a right and a wrong answer to it because, like now there was a post that I seen online, and the post was about the two young guys that shot the 32-year-old man down here. Mm-hmm. It was in the paper, in the jail report and stuff like that. Condolences to the family. But it was a big argument on the post about the parents should get in trouble because what the kids, so the parents should get in trouble. And I'm like, the boys is what I think 15, 16, 17, around that age.
Somewhere right there.
Somewhere around there. A little younger than that, something like that. But they were young. Either way, they're young. It doesn't matter if they're 17, it's still young. But my opinion on that is that you can't blame the parents to everything. Certain situations you can, certain situations you can't. Because I've seen multiple, and y'all, of course, y'all both seen multiple family people where I done seen the sweetest mom and dad. I'm like, damn, boy, I wish I had mom and dad like that. They so sweet. Like, I've seen them so sweet, never say a cuss word, anything in the world, but their son is a beast in the streets. You feel me? Like, and he doesn't have to do that. He just chooses to do it. And me being his homeboy, I used to always be like, I'm like, bro, your family rich. Like, your daddy own churches. Like, you don't have to be in the streets, bro.
Like,
but it's just the fact that he likes that image so bad and he gets so much respect in that street thing. He just stays in that character.
He can't even
break
it.
You know what I'm saying? So, but it's like, the crazy thing though is like, when he get around his grandparents, he switches up. Like, that street stuff is gone.
Out the window.
He's back Charlie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he's not the street guy no more. He's Charlie now. So it's like, it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Just how people can just turn that on and off switch when it comes.
You gotta think now. Nah. I'm speaking for myself now. When I'm out ripping and running and hanging, and then it's slick time to go home, speech light done came on. When hey mom, hey auntie, I don't do none of that either. Cause get what, I'm in the house now. I ain't on it, but like you said, that ain't my lifestyle. Cause they trying, they parents. They supposed, but when I like. As kids, we really outside our parents more than you think. So it's just like, I ain't got nothing but a few hours with them to be like, hey, how you doing? Ooh, ooh. And I ain't really got a cuss. We gonna have a conversation. We gonna talk, whatever. We gonna hang out. We gonna go to other cuz house. Ain't no cussing. But when I get around the other cuz and we go off close to the woods we might be cussing at each other, but we cussing. But we ain't around auntie them goddamn. But nowadays, like you said, it ain't no real boundaries with how it is now. Like you can get around, they gonna get around Susie Q and cousin, then see auntie and cuss around her and still treat her like she sis. So sometimes it's a blurred lines right there too. So
they only gonna, the youth these days, they're gonna get close to the ones that accept their BS. The ones that tell them the real, you the problem. That's how it be. And until they get older, then they realize how much wisdom and how much you cared about them.
Right.
Always be like that. It be like that. Yeah. So, man, New Money.
Yes, sir.
The group.
Yes, sir.
So it's
Free the hard way.
So it's like 4 or 5 of y'all.
Right now, we got like 3. I'm trying to branch out and include 4 or 5. I got like a couple people just mentally I'm looking at. So, but I got my entourage partner with me. Shouts out to Dirty, so he always with me. Like Dirty always with me. So sometimes it almost looks like 4 or 5 of us, but mainly like 3. As far as the label and the artist wise, it's 3 of us.
Okay, cool. So what makes you like what makes you want to like form the group?
We started. It almost started as we kind of all went to the studio at the same time. It was like lay some tracks down.
Oh, so y'all basically like a collaborative effort.
It started as 5 guys really trying to figure out who rap, who got the best bars, who's. Cause we call it a gauntlet. We had called it a gauntlet.
Gotcha.
So it started off a competition.
Gotcha.
So then, as it trickled down, like we was like, if we started going against each other, work with each other. And me, my left brain ass, I was just like, as soon as it happened like that, as soon as them words will work together, I was like, but who gonna lead the way? So that's where I come in as the head of New Money. And over time, a couple guys branched off. So now, like I said, it's 3 the hard way right now. So me, myself, New Money, Kasim, a.k.a. King, a.k.a. Don Rivers. Shouts out to Don. Bernard Black, a.k.a. Malcolm Bernard B. So, and hey, y'all know it best. More love. So
That what's up, man. That what's up. Yeah, so being New Money, doing shows, doing things like, what is your experience as far as like having a group and doing shows in Augusta? As far as like how you feel about the music,
being born and raised, and knowing that it's not a lot of. I'm say for me, speaking on what I know, it's not a lot of mainstream Augusta artists to. Like real people, like besides we could say, and everybody know him, Pastor Troy, James Brown, and you got a couple other artists and actors out there that's from Augusta. But as far as like, we can name 20 Atlanta artists, but we can't name 20 Augusta artists.
Right.
That's on TV.
Right.
That's getting money. That's representing. That's really saying I'm from Woo. I'm from Woo. That's where I come in. That's what I'm trying to stand for.
Right.
I'm trying to stand up for Augusta, put us on mainstream TV. Shout out to Absolute. We almost there. So yeah, shout out to Absolute. But yeah, man, doing shows in Augusta it is what it is. So I'm really on some making this shit pop, the city pop. So I just try to put the shit on my back and I'm trying to do this for us.
So when it comes to, like I said, when it comes to Augusta, like I did a lot of research on Augusta and interviews with just a lot of people like that's been in the game for long periods of time and down this way, and just gave me history of it and just doing research and stuff. I'm a historian. I like to do research and stuff on things.
I like that too. So yeah.
The only person I could say that really put on for Augusta is James Brown. And I wouldn't say Pastor Troy. Pastor Troy, I mean, you can give him credit for shouting out Augusta, but that's no different than T.K. Kravitz shouting out Augusta. So I kind of put them, Pastor Troy and T.K. Kravitz, on the same level, even though T.K. Kravitz from here. Yeah. But a lot of people don't credit him from being here. So it's like he doesn't. So this is what I feel like. If you're going to give someone the keys or the title of, if we're going to talk about big people that actually came here, Lawrence Fishburne's from here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's big as hell, but no one talks about it. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people that come from here, even if you're going to go to the 90s to the bass music, it's a lot of platinum artists that's still live down this way. So it's a lot of people that has some type of fame or celebrity that's still down this way. But the problem with Augusta is like you said, y'all don't have a list of 20 people. You have people be like, well, what's the name is a fire artist. He's a fire artist, or he got the city on fire. I disagree. An artist is only big when you got a stadium or an arena built behind your name. And there's going to be an argument that James Brown not really from Augusta. He's from South Carolina. So it's going to be, because mixed stories with all that.
So guess what that's what I feel about that.
He's really from South Carolina. He really is from South Carolina.
Y'all want to be Carolina or North Augusta? Y'all want to be Augusta? Right. Or South Carolina? What y'all want to do?
Like, he's really from South Carolina. Yeah. James Brown really from South Carolina, but he claimed Augusta as his home. So for you to come to Augusta, and Augusta love you so much so that they name a street behind you, build an arena, got a statue, even the Commons is basically based around you. You put the city on. You have people that come down here just to take pictures with the James Brown statue, come for the birthday bash and different things when he was alive and other things.
Right, turkey giveaway.
So, and even when he was alive, he was doing stuff for the city, for the kids. He was giving back to the city. He had a studio down here. You know what I'm saying? He had a radio station. He had built jobs for people in the city. Right. That is what I consider that you put on for the city and that you do that. Yeah. I don't consider you putting on a city where you build something and I'm charging you to get in, but you're not getting nothing but some excitement. But once you leave this excitement, we don't grow from this excitement. Yeah. It's just a brief of relief. It doesn't fix your problem. No. You get what I'm saying?
It's just a moment.
You get what I'm saying? Compared to like if you go into a gym, you can at least sweat it out, work it out. You're working on your health, your mind, your benefits. Benefits to that going to the gym and going to a club. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, what you say about that?
On my end, that's what like I'm trying to put in on some like artist development. I'm trying to create like a studio for like artist development. Being who I am and the age I am, like I said, I got younger artists under me. So for me, like you said, I'm all about the giving back, the turkey giveaways, like you said, the doing. So now if we get there to where you see new money on the building, new money on a street, like that would be perfect. Some type of statue or whatever. But right at ground level right now, like my vision, that's my biggest vision, is to somebody else besides someone that's passed away. Like somebody else has to stand up for the city. Somebody else has to build another. Right. You know what I mean? I ain't saying put me right next to James Brown. Right. But all I'm saying is I'm trying to be the next person of entertainment from artist to art to whatever it is to say, hey, he represents Augusta. He from Augusta. Right. And when I blow, I look at a lot of buildings. I aspect and I look at it like, damn, that's my building. Put the money right here, boom. I look at these what's the big joints where you come in the city and see the skyscrapers and all them. Now I'm trying to put that right here.
Right.
So when they say, hey, what y'all come over here? We got the biggest studio in Augusta.
Right.
New Money doing this weekend. New Money doing this holiday. And that's why I done did small giveaways. I just gave out pizza to the homeless.
Right.
I stand on the blog and just say, hey, you need some change? Here you go. I want to do drives. I'm trying to collab with the news people.
Right.
And the other little James Brown, when they say, hey, we got tour grade sponsored by Woo, I'm trying to get with them. Say, how can I do my part for the city?
Right.
So that's why I'm at with that too.
So that and the reason being that I say that, because, and this is facts, bro. If a lot, I could say this about a lot of artists, because I work with a lot of artists, mixing business with a lot of artists. The fact, for question, let me ask you this first. Why do you feel like a lot of independent artists don't go as far as they want to be in life? Far as, not life, but far as their career at present times.
When you say independent, do you mean independent?
Independent, like they doing everything on their own. They don't got no help.
Period?
They doing everything by themselves.
Because you still have to, whether you know it or not, whether he's really white or black at this point, there's somebody that controls that money. There's somebody that can get you that money.
Right.
But you being independent, if you ain't got your own type of money to support yourself, you'll never go real far. If you can't pay $1,000 to go here to perform for your, you know what I mean? They told you the opportunity, but it might cost you $1,000. But if you ain't got that $1,000, you ain't gonna make that opportunity. That $1,000 might get you $5,000. That you just making that one might get you. You see what I'm saying? But if you can't support yourself independently, you'll always stay like this for a while. It'll feel good,
right?
Because you live and you feel like you're doing something. You got to play, but it all has a height too,
right?
So when you feel that height, you like, where I go next,
right?
What's the next plateau? So that's why because you feel either you fail to reach, or you fail to like just collab, just with the right people. You're gonna be in the game for a while, so sometimes you got to hit and miss,
right?
So like you might not like this person, but he might get you in the door. This person might have a plug, but he don't want to fuck with you.
Right.
So it's a hit or miss. So
let me ask you this question. I'm curious. I ain't even asked Mola, but I'm gonna ask her why she's here. So, how did you find out about me before meeting me?
That's a real good question. And I think I found out you because of Cups.
Cups, okay.
I would think because Kasim,
okay.
So, because they was working together at one point.
At one
so
point,
that's really where I came from you. And I think I seen a couple of things you did with Cups.
Right.
And then I seen Kasim jump on board. So then they introduced me kind of to you, I think some way physically.
Was it a cookout or something?
No, bro. It was...
Was it at an event?
You was shooting a video. I remember you was shooting a video. I can't remember who it was. Did you shoot the one that Casino did? Like, it was a big parking lot scene. You did something like that a minute ago, but it was a while ago. But I think you did something like that, and then we just kind of started linking up. I almost can't remember, but I know you good people, so I think that's what I just like good vibes.
Right.
Anyway,
okay.
So if you got good vibes and you got a little juice that I ain't got, I'm trying to squeeze some.
Right.
I'm trying to get some.
So what you say, Mo? How you met me, or how you heard about? How you heard me before you? How you heard about me before you met me?
I heard about you kind of through Ambitious.
Okay.
But I never took that step to like say something or anything like that. But then when you had the Rock the Mic competition and we knew Huncho, we knew Two Cups, we knew them and everything like that, and it was like, you did, you're.
So who's putting it together? Like,
put it together. Now our brain was like, we need to talk to that person. When it comes to a lot of things, especially and then from there it was like, I need to be in the movies and then TV show and all that. It's like, well, I'm gonna just slide in to you. So I go to her. I'm sliding in for her.
Right.
She said she do casting. I'm talking to her.
Right.
When the movie comes out, I'm talking to you. When the movie comes out.
So I feel like I met you through Indeed.
Right.
So Indeed did it. Indeed did it.
So all right. So reason I asked y'all about that question because I'm not from here.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got down here, I reached out to a lot of people about doing work with them. Kind of like, okay, I do a lot of stuff. I'm a big connection. I'm plugged in with a lot of people. But like I said, I don't use those resources because one, I gotta have right people around to even use these resources because I don't want to lose these resources by misusing the resources.
Right, misfiring.
Facts. So when I shoot, I want to make sure I hit my target.
Damn right.
So a lot of people didn't want to reach out because I was a new face. I'm not from Augusta. They don't know who this guy is. Okay, let me make myself present.
Right.
Started with the interviews, NewbieVeT, that you're on. I started with that.
Guess who introduced me to the NewbieVeT?
Who?
Richie Rowland.
Richie Rowe. Yep.
That's where I really made my first real, because he was talking to you on the phone. Matter of fact, one day about it. I said, he's like, let me call J.Paul. And between Kasim and Richie Rowland, because Richie Rowland was in one of the Kasim videos that he did on the script. So
So you've heard about me before you saw me, meaning that, and everything that you heard was platforms that I provide for people. I'm doing things for people. I'm creating opportunities for people. So meaning that a lot of reasons that a lot of the artists down here and everywhere else that don't really blow as much, because for one, they want to do it for their city, but they really don't do a lot for the city.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like at one point, if you want the city support, you have to show and supply more to the city than just music.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, of course, that don't mean that you're a bad artist because you don't have a lot of fans. It just means that, okay, you're another artist like the next artist they done heard. What makes you different?
Right.
So for me you gotta think, bro, for me not knowing nobody when I moved out here in 2017, 2018, something like that, to where we at now, which is like 6-7 years later, I've did a lot in this city. And within that short amount of time, which was ain't short no more, but in that span, I did a lot in this city to the point where I come across a lot of people. Oh, you J.Paul. That's what I'm saying. And it's like, my thing is like, it necessarily people be trying to, I feel like the longer you do something and you feel like if it's not growing the way that you want it to grow, don't give up on it. Change the recipe a little bit. You know, rebrand it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes like we don't blow up off the things that we wanted to blow up off. Like, bro, I'm bullshit you not. I am an artist first, a musician. I play keys, I play guitar, I make beats, I produce, mix, master, the whole nine. I'm an artist. I've been an artist since came out the womb, started music when I was 8, been producing when I was 12.
Right.
So been doing this forever. I would never, my dream was to be a big rap star. And I'm like, then never thought in a million years I'll be wind up getting signed not for music, but for movies. See how life works? It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I look at it, I didn't complain, and I don't complain about it because one, I still can enjoy music. I'm not pressured to make music.
Right.
So whether the music goes good or bad, it doesn't affect anything because that's not the bread and butter that makes the brand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we have to show our other skills and talents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you have to, because with me, I can keep right with it. I tell motherfucker, music ain't paid me nothing. I've been doing this for to be honest, same time frame, about 6-7 years. But I've been doing it since I was 15. I caught my first weed charge in school at 15. I was in the studio then. Had to pull me out of the studio then.
In it.
Where you at in the studio? Pointed at me. Oh, come here. Woo, woo, woo. So from 14 to, you remember when you had to hit play, turn the tape backwards?
Yeah.
Plug the microphone in, put the other microphone at the speaker? I've been doing this since that long.
Oh, man.
Like, I've been doing this since that long.
Right.
So I've been doing this since forever, man. So I feel you on that.
Man.
So
it's like all people don't understand as artists, and because I'm an artist myself, I got to put myself in the same category. Like, we don't have the money to live the career that we want. If we did, we wouldn't give a damn about a record deal. You get what I'm saying? But it's the fact that we don't have the money we can make the great music, but we just don't have the money to market it the way we want to market it. because everything has a price on it and tax on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we always at the bottom of the food chain. It's the rapper, and then the next one up there is the producer, because you need a beat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you can't do music without music.
That don't make sense.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like you at the bottom and everybody else is above you.
Right.
So even when you get a fat check, it got to touch all these people.
All these hands before you even touch you.
Yeah.
Before you even get to you.
So either way, you don't really make no money in the beginning.
Yeah.
You make a little bit of money when you do make some money, and then you lose it all in the end.
Yeah. Because right now, I got my own label. I'm LSC certified.
Oh, that's what's up.
But I have to. Nah, don't get it wrong. You still have to renew. Don't
right.
Tell me you know what you're doing. You get one and then you can't pay for it. But you got to renew. We are LLC certified. But the thing about that is I'm not. It's a plan to get that type of money. I have a plan. We also have a plan to get that type of money. But anyway, I've been LLC for like 3-4 years. Yeah. So but with that, my independency comes from me knowing and studying and being on the outside, then being on the inside. Even from the times I have connections from Quincy Jones to MMI when the Roscoe Dash era was popping. So I've had my opportunities.
That was a great era.
I had my opportunities, but I was an artist then. And then when I felt like I was an artist then, I felt like I wasn't even ready yet. You know, as far as my music goes, the way I delivered my music, the way I came off. Because right now, people still tell me to this day, bro, you have a lackadaisical flow. I say, yeah, but how many artists out there that have made it with Scarface, Deep Voice? I know a lot of people with like Deep Voice, I-20. Yeah. Like, I can name a couple more, but it's just
even
like,
the new rappers, they got some big
you got
XL.
Big X the Plug.
Yeah,
you got you got Moneybag with the
Moneybag,
so
yeah.
You got Ricky Rose out there.
See, you got Glorilla.
Yeah.
You got Deep Voice.
Yeah, for a girl.
For a girl, that what makes her unique.
Yeah. What about that other chick from
I love
New
Glorilla.
York?
I love Glorilla.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't stay with it.
Oh yeah, don't play with it, don't play with it.
Yeah, her.
Don't stay with it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
She got a deep voice.
Yeah, so
and she little, short with it too.
So then I've been compared to, especially when I was younger, because I had my hair short. Ja Rule, the Tracy McGrady look. So people be like, "Oh, you look like Nick." Now 8 times 10 it's gonna be Nick Cannon. I don't know why. I see this drumline version a little bit, but that's it. So I see that.
I guess it's because of y'all style.
Right. I feel like we have a lot of similarities in statures, and especially with this frame of area. So I see it.
You don't got 12 kids, do you?
No, hell no.
Oh, okay. There's no comparison.
I ain't got but 3 shots out there. I got 3. I got a 21-year-old on the way. I got a 13-year-old, and I got a 15-year-old.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Congratulations.
My son, your birthday coming up. I got you. You know that.
What do you want?
Whatever he gonna get. Whatever he want. He can want some shoes. He can want some game. He can want some money to put on the game to buy another game. I don't know.
Right.
But he gonna get whatever he asks for. So.
You never know how expensive these toys was until you got kids and be like, oh God.
When I had to buy an Xbox or a PlayStation, whatever, that's when I was just like.
You seen it, boy. My son wanted an Xbox. I seen the price of that. I said, oh my God.
See, he sold me the Xbox for the lowest because he was getting a PS5. The 5 cost about almost $500 by itself, but it was worth it. I did my bid. Me and Mom Dukes, we put in for him to get the game. So, but like I said, he gonna get what he want. We try to get him what he want. So I love it. So
that was up, man.
That my man's right there.
Oh, that was up, bro.
That's a mini twin.
All right, man. Yeah. So, man, before we slide off on NewbieVeT, man, how can they get in contact with you? Is there any love you like to shout out?
Shouts out to the team, the label, my dog Dirty, Don Rivers, Bernard B, Mo Love, First Lady, right here with me. JP, CTC, y'all know what's up.
I appreciate it, King.
It's New Money in the building, y'all. So hit me up on Facebook, New Money 2 times. Facebook, KNEWMONEY, New Money 2 times on Facebook. K Money 4520 on YouTube. K Money 4520 on YouTube. Instagram, New Money. Twitter, New Money. So y'all look at me. More music on the way. 3 the Hard Way. I got a project coming called Hard Way Pays Off 2. Y'all slept on the first one. It wasn't even no full album. I was on some some Nipsey Hussle type shit. Everything independent, singles, you know, dropping jewels and dimes. But yeah, hard work pays off too, man. 3 the Hard Way coming soon. More love and more movies. It's new money in the building.